Chosen one. The world around you isn't what it seems. Behind the smiles, behind the laughter, there's a silence that watches you. You've felt it before. Someone's energy that doesn't match their words, eyes that look soft but hide storms, voices that sound calm but tremble with jealousy. God said someone near you is wearing a mask. They have perfected the art of pretending, of blending, of twisting light into shadow. You've been sensing it, haven't you? That strange feeling in your chest when you talk to them, that uneasy pull in your gut that whispers, this person is not who they show you. It's not paranoia, it's revelation. Heaven has been trying to tell you, be alert. There's a hidden face among your circle, one that smiles while secretly counting your blessings, waiting for your guard to drop. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this message for a reason. There's a spiritual warning wrapped inside these words. Listen closely. Someone in your life has been wearing a mask so long that even they've forgotten who they really are. Their compliments are sugar-coated daggers, their kindness a calculated performance. God wants you to see beneath the surface because their time in your light is almost over. When the truth reveals itself, you must stand firm. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video, subscribe now. You belong here. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. Let your words travel through the unseen, and may every hidden truth rise to the surface. You've been noticing the patterns, the sudden shifts in tone, the half smiles when you succeed, the energy that feels heavy after certain conversations. This isn't coincidence. This is spiritual contrast. Your light exposes darkness, and darkness will always resist being seen. That's why some people around you are growing uncomfortable. They sense your awakening. They sense your growth. You're not the same person they once knew, and that unsettles their demons. God said this revelation isn't meant to scare you, but to prepare you. You're stepping into a higher frequency where lies cannot survive. Those who wear masks will begin to tremble around your truth. Don't mistake this season for betrayal. It's purification. You're not losing people. You're losing illusions. The more you evolve, the more God removes what cannot stay. Masks fall off when truth walks in. It's painful to watch, but necessary. Remember, chosen one, discernment is your armor. Your sensitivity isn't weakness. It's divine radar. When your spirit detects something off, trust it. You're not crazy. You're connected. God placed a fire inside you that burns away deception. You're not here to expose people with hate, but to illuminate with truth. The world will call you intense, paranoid, or too deep. Let them. Those words are the language of the blind. You see beyond. You always have. That's why you felt like an outsider. You were never meant to blend in with illusions. You were meant to unveil them. The person hiding their true face will reveal themselves soon. They can't keep the mask on forever. Truth always demands air. And when that moment comes, don't argue. Don't fight. Just stand. God is your witness, and the truth will do the talking. Chosen one. The night grows heavier as the mask begins to crack. There's a pressure in the air you can't quite name, a silent echo following your every move. It's not fear, it's awareness. Your spirit is tuning itself to frequencies others can't hear. Someone close to you has built a false image brick by brick, a masterpiece of deception. They've studied your kindness, mimicked your words, mirrored your hopes, and learned the shape of your trust. But now, under the weight of divine truth, their disguise is starting to slip. You've begun to notice the contradictions, the slight tremors in their stories, the flicker in their eyes when your blessings are mentioned. This is not your imagination. It's heaven's whisper. Look closer. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. This message is your confirmation, the one you've been waiting for. Someone has been hiding their true face from you, but the time of pretending is ending. The universe is aligning to show you what's been concealed. Your role is not to panic, but to see. Your role is not to hate, but to understand. And yet, you must also act. Protect your energy. Guard your spirit. This is your moment of awakening. If your heart is beating faster while reading this, that's not a coincidence. It's your soul recognizing truth. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. Declare it boldly. Set it free. And if your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. Don't let your blessing pass you by. Claim it and seal it with action. There's a strange beauty in this unveiling. Masks falling off is not just a sign of betrayal. It's a sign of growth. You are no longer the person who can be fooled by shiny words and soft smiles. God is sharpening your discernment. Every shadow revealed is another step into your light. Every hidden truth uncovered is another layer of protection over your destiny. The person you're thinking of right now, the one whose energy feels off, might be the very soul this message speaks of. Don't ignore your intuition. It's the voice of the spirit speaking in your gut, in the small moments, in the quiet pauses of your day. You may feel torn between compassion and self-preservation. That's because chosen ones often have hearts that heal even those who wound them. But in this season, God isn't asking you to heal everyone. He's asking you to see. Seeing is different from saving. Seeing is awareness, and awareness is protection. The moment you fully see the truth, the mask loses its power. The performance ends, and the energy that tried to drain you will have no choice but to release you. Don't underestimate the power of this moment. Your awareness changes everything. What you refuse to acknowledge stays hidden. What you bring into the light must transform or leave. This is a spiritual law. You are now stepping into a new realm where your light is too strong for deceit to survive. Keep watching, keep discerning, keep standing. The unveiling has just begun. Chosen one. Dawn is breaking, and with it comes the sound of truth rising like a storm at the edge of the horizon. You can almost feel it, the trembling in the unseen, the quiet cracking of false identities. Someone near you has been living behind a carefully painted face, but the divine wind is sweeping through your life, tearing away the curtains, pulling down the stage props. You're not walking into chaos. You're walking into clarity. Every whisper you've ignored, every small signal you brushed aside, every flicker of unease in your heart, they were breadcrumbs leading you to this revelation. The mask is slipping faster now, and you're seeing glimpses of who they really are. The tone behind the words, the intent behind the kindness, the envy behind the praise. This is your season of spiritual X-ray vision. Your discernment is no longer just a feeling, it's becoming a force. God is amplifying your sensitivity so that no lie can live undetected in your atmosphere. That's why your dreams may have shifted, why your sleep feels different, why your encounters seem sharper. You're not becoming paranoid, you're becoming prophetic. And with prophecy comes weight. The weight to recognize not just the enemy outside, but the enemy inside your circle. This is a sacred alert. Don't dismiss it. You've noticed the subtle signs, the way their face stiffens when you speak of your victories, the way their silence lingers longer than their applause, the way they offer help but drain your energy after each interaction. This is not normal. It's spiritual interference disguised as support. The moment you stop excusing it, you start exposing it. That's why this message found you. It's your sign that heaven has been waiting for you to stop doubting yourself. There is also an assignment hidden in this revelation. To rise, not to rage. To protect your space, not to harden your heart. Chosen ones are not called to hatred, but to wisdom. The power of wisdom is that it lets you move without announcing. It lets you distance yourself without drama. It lets you observe without being caught. Right now, the person hiding their true face is counting on you to stay blind. Your awareness is the undoing of their plan. As this energy intensifies, so will your elevation. With each truth revealed, your destiny accelerates. When masks fall, doors open. When deceit leaves, blessings enter. This is why the unveiling feels heavy. It's a birth. A new stage of your life is being born in the silence of this exposure. You're being prepared for connections built on truth, not performance, on loyalty, not convenience. The person hiding their face may think they're winning by blending, but in reality, they're only pushing you deeper into your calling. The air around you is shifting. Pay attention to your inner alarms. They're not random. They're divine. As this mask dissolves, you're going to feel lighter, freer, clearer. People will call you distant, changed, different. Let them. They're reacting to the new frequency you carry, the frequency of truth. Those who cannot handle it will step back on their own. Those meant to walk with you will remove their masks willingly. This is how God clears your path without you lifting a finger. Chosen one. The storm is no longer at the edge of the horizon. It's here, swirling around you like a great unveiling wind. The masks that once looked flawless are beginning to disintegrate. You can feel the tremor in the air, the unspoken tension of someone's secret life being exposed. This isn't drama. This is destiny. God said someone is hiding their true face, and now you're standing in the center of the moment where truth collides with pretense. It's cinematic because your life has reached a turning point. Every step you take now echoes in realms you cannot see. You're not simply living, You're moving through a spiritual theater where the curtains are being ripped down by invisible hands. In this scene, the person who has been hiding behind smiles and rehearsed gestures feels the heat of your light. Their rehearsed kindness can no longer cover the envy. Their false loyalty can no longer hide the sabotage. They're losing control of the script they wrote for your life. That's why they appear restless, confused, or overly emotional lately. Their mask is cracking faster than they can repair it. And you, chosen one, are no longer sitting in the audience. You're on the stage of truth. Your awareness is the spotlight. Everything that can be shaken is shaking so that only what is real remains. This is where you learn the difference between reaction and response. The old you might have confronted, argued, or tried to prove your point. The new you understands. Exposure doesn't require an announcement. When God reveals, He also removes. Some people will exit your life as quietly as they entered, and that silence is divine protection. Don't chase after them. Don't ask for explanations. Don't try to mend what was never real. Allow the revelation to do its work. You may feel an ache rising in your chest right now. That's the grief of illusions dying. It's normal. You're not weak for feeling it. Chosen ones carry deep empathy, even for those who wound them. But empathy does not mean access. In this season, you're being called to draw sacred boundaries, to protect your mind, your heart, your calling. The person hiding their true face has been feeding on your openness. Now they're being cut off from the supply. This is how God reclaims the energy that belongs to you. Remember, this is not punishment. It's preparation. You're being prepared for rooms where truth is currency and authenticity is the only language spoken. The false faces falling away now are making room for faces that will stand beside you, pray for you, and build with you. Every hidden motive being revealed is clearing your atmosphere of sabotage. What feels like loss is actually gain. What feels like isolation is actually insulation. You're being wrapped in protection so that your next stage of destiny is uncontaminated. The light inside you is now too bright for lies to survive. People will either step into it and show their true selves, or they'll retreat. Either way, the truth wins. Either way, you rise. Either way, your destiny accelerates. The person hiding their true face thought their mask could last forever, but eternity always catches up with performance. You are not here to fear this moment. You are here to witness it, to stand in it, to be transformed by it. This is your power. This is your calling. Chosen one. The world feels different now, doesn't it? The air carries a strange calm, the kind that comes after revelation. The storm didn't destroy you. It cleared your view. The false smiles, the hidden motives, the whispers behind closed doors, they no longer hold power over you. You've seen behind the curtain, and once you see, you cannot unsee. God has awakened your spiritual vision so fully that deception now glows like fire in the dark. Someone's mask has nearly fallen, and deep down, they know you've sensed it. Their energy trembles around you. They stutter when they speak to you. Their spirit knows your discernment can pierce through walls. You're not afraid anymore because you finally understand. Truth is your weapon, not your wound. This is where strength is reborn, not from control, but from clarity. You've stopped begging for honesty, stopped explaining your intuition, stopped doubting the voice that whispers inside your chest. That voice was never insecurity. It was instruction. And now, the person who tried to hide behind masks can no longer manipulate your compassion. God has shifted your perception. You no longer look through eyes of attachment. You look through eyes of alignment. The moment you stopped needing their approval, their power over you dissolved. That's the real miracle. The spiritual dimension around you is rearranging. Every truth you accept pulls a falsehood out of your atmosphere. That's why lately you've been craving silence, craving distance, craving peace. You're detoxing from false energy. You're being recalibrated for truth. God doesn't reveal deception to punish you. He reveals it to promote you. Every exposure is an elevator. Every unveiled lie pushes you closer to the version of you that cannot be fooled. You're entering a season where discernment will guide your success, where intuition will be your compass, where peace will be your protection. But remember this, not everyone will celebrate your clarity. Some will call you cold because you no longer tolerate manipulation. Some will call you distant because you no longer dance with deception. Let them talk. They loved you when you were blind, not when you became wise. The person hiding their true face will feel this shift the hardest. They'll notice that your energy no longer feeds theirs. They'll notice that you no longer react. You've detached from their illusion, and that silence burns louder than confrontation. Still, be graceful. You are not meant to become bitter. You are meant to become brighter. When masks fall, your job is not to hate, but to heal, not to seek revenge, but to rise. Your presence itself will be their mirror. They will see what they could have been if they chose truth over deception. And in that moment, your peace will speak louder than your pain. The unveiling is almost complete, but it's not over yet. God is not done revealing. The final chapter of this revelation is approaching, and when it arrives, everything hidden will be undeniable. Chosen one. The revelation is stretching deeper now. What you once thought was over is still unfolding, layer by layer, truth by truth. The energy around you feels sharper, cleaner, but also eerily quiet. That's because God has entered the room of your life and ordered stillness. The person who hid their true face is still pretending to wear it, but their soul is unraveling beneath the weight of exposure. Every lie they built is collapsing under invisible pressure. Their actions no longer align with their words. Their mask, though still on their face, has cracks wide enough for truth to shine through. You can see it in their eyes, the flicker of guilt, the unease that wasn't there before. It's the trembling of someone realizing that their performance is nearing its final scene. The silence you feel from them now isn't peace, it's strategy. They're watching how much you know, how much you've seen. They're testing if your spirit is truly awakened, or if they can still manipulate your empathy. But chosen one, you've changed. You no longer respond the same way. You've become unpredictable to those who once controlled your emotions. Your calm is their confusion. Your silence is their defeat. God has shifted the script, and now the deceiver doesn't know their next line. They're improvising in panic while your discernment reads them like an open book. There's a sacred irony in this. The more they tried to hide, the more they exposed themselves. The very efforts they used to disguise their darkness are now highlighting it. And you, standing quietly, observing without reacting, are the reflection that reveals them. The spiritual light you carry doesn't just expose, it convicts. That's why people who lie to you can't look you in the eyes for long. Your gaze is divine glass. It shows them what they've become. You might still question, why did God let me be close to them at all? The answer is purpose. You needed to learn how to recognize masks before entering higher places. God trains his chosen in the presence of deception so they can discern authenticity when the stakes are eternal. You weren't fooled. You were forged. Every moment of confusion, every ounce of doubt, every strange heaviness in your chest was training for this moment. Now you walk with a strength that doesn't need proof. You sense what others ignore. You see what others deny. You know what others fear. This is the purification of perception. You are learning how to see through spirit, not sight. The one hiding their true face thought they could deceive you forever. But what they didn't realize is that chosen ones aren't fooled by appearances. They read frequency, and energy never lies. You've entered a place where you no longer chase explanations. You wait for alignment. When it's fake, it fades. When it's real, it remains. This is your new operating system. You're not meant to expose them publicly. God will handle that. Your mission is to protect your peace, to preserve your energy, and to prepare for what's next. Because this exposure isn't just about them, it's about the version of you that's emerging from this revelation. You are becoming sharper, lighter, freer. Every time someone's mask falls, your spiritual authority grows. Every time deceit is revealed, your path becomes clearer. This is how God promotes his chosen, through discernment, not applause. Chosen one. This is the moment where everything you've been feeling, sensing, and surviving comes together like a storm breaking at dawn. The journey of discernment has been heavy, but necessary. The mask that once blinded you has fallen completely now, and you're standing face to face with truth, not just about others, but about yourself. God has been preparing you for this season. Every tear, every sleepless night, every strange intuition you doubted was a breadcrumb leading you here. The person hiding their true face has been fully revealed in the spiritual realm, and soon the physical world will catch up. You don't have to chase the truth anymore. You are living in it. The beauty of this moment is not just in the exposure, but in the transformation it births inside you. You are no longer a person who second-guesses your own spirit. You are no longer someone who ignores the quiet alarms in your chest. You've learned to trust the divine language of discernment. You've discovered that your empathy is not a weakness but a gift, a sacred sensor placed inside you to protect your destiny. And because you've learned this, You're stepping into a future where deception has no foothold. The person hiding their true face may have thought they were hurting you, but in reality, they were sharpening you. Every hidden motive, every false smile, every whispered envy became the sandpaper that polished your discernment into a weapon of light. This is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. The old season of confusion is over. The new season of clarity has begun. You're about to attract people who are authentic, who don't need masks, who don't drain you to feed themselves. You're about to step into rooms where your light isn't resented but respected, where your calling isn't mocked but magnified. God has cleared the stage of counterfeits so that your destiny can unfold without sabotage. The silence you feel right now isn't emptiness. It's sacred space. It's the sound of heaven preparing your next scene. Never forget this. Chosen ones are not built in comfort. They're built in clarity. You've endured the pain of seeing what others can't, of feeling what others deny, of knowing what others ignore, and yet you survived. You didn't let bitterness win. You didn't let hatred harden your heart. You didn't let deception destroy your faith. That's why you're still here. That's why you're stronger now. This moment isn't just about someone else's mask falling. It's about your own rising. You're stepping into the truest version of yourself, the version God saw when He called you. As you move forward, carry this wisdom gently but firmly. You don't need to expose people with anger. The truth will do it for you. You don't need to announce every revelation. Your energy will make it clear. You don't need to fight for your place. God has already reserved it. The person who hid their true face has no power over what's been written for you. What's yours cannot be stolen, delayed, or destroyed. Their mask may have hidden their intent, but it never blocked your blessing. And now, chosen one, breathe. Let go of the weight of watching, of worrying, of waiting for the other shoe to drop. It has dropped. The unveiling has happened. You are free. You are wiser. You are ready. Ahead of you lies a path of new connections, true support, and unshakable discernment. Walk it with peace. Walk it with confidence. Walk it knowing that every hidden face will reveal itself in time, and every hidden blessing will find you at the exact moment it's meant to. This is not the end of your story. It's the end of the shadow over your story. From here, every step will be lighter, every decision clearer, every encounter brighter. The era of masks is over. The era of truth has begun. Stand tall, stand calm, stand chosen.